I like the way that my hat rhymes with my boots. Just a couple of horns, you know? We got a couple of curves. We're looking handsome. That, last night, the last thing I did before ending was I went to go find the red mane guy. So I found this. So I had failed the jumps down on the horses. It was like the hardest platforming I've done yet. And then you go and you see the guy and you click on him. He's a ghost. You get the Ash of War. But then there's also this gigantic giant there. One of those like huge Titan giants. And it took me like 4 or 5 attempts to beat him. One thing that's interesting is that if you use normal magic on his feet, it's slightly more damage. But if you use Rock Sling, which is physical damage on his feet, you can actually get staggers. It's hard with the horse, but it is cool. It's pretty satisfying. So anyway, it took me like 6 attempts to kill this guy. I sort of burned out, I think, a little bit. And then I beat him, and I got 5,700 souls and no item. And it cost me 21,000 souls to reach him and die. And not ideal. Okay, where's this? I'm going painting hunting. There's 3 paintings. So it cost me 20,000 souls to get 5,700 souls and no item. I found this painting, and the guy's sitting there looking over the cliffs, and I got an Ash of War. I got this Ash of War. Archery one. He's extremely hard. He had probably 20 to 25,000 health and gave me 5,700 souls and no items. Yeah, I'll never use it for sure. It's nice to go painting hunting though. Kind of cool. So where are the other 2? Hard to see. Where's that castle? I think this is in a different zone. So there's a graveyard. This is in Raya Lucaria. We'll do this later. That's fine. Okay, so positive note is Caelid took me like 2 days, whereas Raya Lucaria or Liurnia took me like 5. Let me see. You think this one's by Carrion Manor? Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, I think I know what you're saying. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Top left. Yeah, I know one of the reasons is because you're looking at like the back left of the academy. I think that's probably right. So Caelid was pretty miserable, but I kind of found some stuff I had missed before. But Caelid only took a couple of days.
I take it. Then
so there's no use for Deathroot besides that one beast?
We are now comrades in arms. I think you've earned this. The power of the Golden Order to aid the hunt of those who live in death.
Caelid is hard to stay oriented about where you are. Because it's just all like fungal tree rot. I was running around there. I'm like, have I been here before? It's a little hard to figure out where you are. But it was cool.
You know,
I really like the dog T-Rexes.
On the balcony. He was a formidable spellblade in times past.
I'm wearing his clothing.
Don't let his easy air deceive you.
Yeah, but I'm gonna hopefully get those things for like a redo someday.
Stout of heart and clear of mind. No more though.
I might as well get them, right?
See him now. Ravaged by thorns, muttering and rambling, like he's half dead already.
He is dead.
I can't stomach to watch. Take well the lesson.
Get everything? Well, I mean, I might as well get those things if incantations and like faithy dragon stuff is appealing me to the most as a second playthrough.
From the inside, breaks them. I serve the Golden Order.
I really enjoyed my waffles this morning and bacon.
This crooked land to rights, following only the guidance of the great Elden Ring. Those who live in death fall outside.
I probably won't, but I could.
The Golden Order. Their mere existence sullies the guidance of gold, tainting its truth. And so it is the vermin must be exterminated.
You mean like in terms of skill points? What would you suggest? It's just kind of like a slow growth thing. You just need to get vigor, mind, and intelligence up, really. I see no real reason to have endurance. Let's take a look at the staves. This one seems good. Enhances power of all sorceries but consumes additional FP. This seems like that's not a bad idea, right? I should read about this. Wait. Why does it say... Before... Hold on. Before I was complaining about this one because it brought my sorcery scaling down to 60. But now it says 163. The FP drain is good because I'm not really having an issue with like using too much mana. Hold on. My problem with this before, as you remember yesterday, was the sorcery scaling said like 60. But now it says 163. So what possibly could have changed? Besides my intelligence going up. My intelligence going up shouldn't have changed it this much. Not by 100. But I haven't leveled these. But my sorcery scaling is way up. Why would that be? Is it the raises the potency of sorcery? Is it my higher intelligence? Okay, see ya. Wow, this is a huge difference. This totally makes this worth doing now. Weird. I wonder what happened. How did it go from 60 to like 170?
Well, where have you been? I took you for no matter. Lay out your arms.
Okay, so let's look at this. Look at all these weapons. Holy cow. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Where's my staff? Oh yeah, they're in range, right? So here we are. I mean, I could kind of go through the... I could go through the VODs, but even yesterday... These two staves, in previous times looking this over, the sorcery scaling was at 60. So I'm not sure what changed. I could even look at the VOD from yesterday and find it. I'm 100% sure. So I wonder what would have changed. Anyway, so the question is whether I work on this one. I have very high mind skill, relatively speaking. But there's also, I can go get the Rena stuff now. How much money do I have? 57, 59. So I want to compare that to the Renala staff or whatever. How's it going, pal? You doing well? This guy's gone? That's like the dark set from Dark Souls 2. Very cool. What happened to this guy? The only explanation I can make... The only explanation I can see I can think of is that it's got something to do with how much higher my intelligence is now. I've put my intelligence up by 20 since that point, roughly speaking. Could it possibly be related to that? Anyway, for another day. Anyway, this guy's gone. That's interesting. But I guarantee you, even yesterday, it showed scaling of 60. I was talking about it.
To the east of the Altus
Super
Plateau,
weird.
At the foot of the Erd tree.
Maybe I don't know.
Two fingers
I don't think I'm
will
wrong.
your passage no longer. You may be our best hope. Find your way to the Elden Ring.
So now, I need to activate the Great Rune I got from Radon yesterday. And then I need to go to the Grand Lift of Dectus. I suppose that's my next thing. Anyway, let's read some lore here.
Oh, my apologies for that nasty business. Ensha got rather ahead of himself, it seems. As his master, I'd like to express my regret.
For what?
But now, Ensha is slain and gone. Finished. Forevermore.
Okay.
Praetor Rykard is the lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. He is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors, reviled for his serpentine demeanor. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, lies in the west of the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. It was the stage of the most appalling battle.
I also have that Ravine Veiled village at the very, very northeast of
the grave sin of blasphemy.
Liornia to check out.
An enemy never to be forgiven. Morgoth the Grace-Given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erd Tree, in the east of the Altus Plateau. But the Two Fingers forbid us from venturing there, until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring. Ah, you've already heard. Indeed. It seemed the whelp harbored suspicions, so I had no further use for her. Honestly, what's a man to do? A determined plebeian is more wicked than an omen horn, quite frankly. I suspect that's just what the Queen wants. A dose of ambition to incite the tarnished.
This guy's a little sketchy, isn't he? He seems like sort of a dark figure. I'm gonna go back down to the basement, or the lower level. See if Nefeli is still there, or has anything else to say. Probably still nothing over here, right? Oh, that's the escape thing. Oops, bad. Is there anything else still down here? Wise men say only fools rush in, but falling in love. Somewhere else in the lower levels, I think where Nefeli is, there's also another imp to use a stone sword key on. Yesterday, I massively choked my first attempt at the Radon fight, where he killed me when I had he probably had less than 100 HP left. And then it took me like 5 or 6 attempts after that. It was about half an hour. But I was like, basically, I had him down to like basically 1% health. And then he did like the pull me in gravity move into the huge overhand smash. And as he pulled me into the gravity move, my hand did what it sometimes does and pressed L3 so that I dismounted myself. And then I tried to roll out of the way of the overhand smash, but it has a large AoE. So it was a disaster. A disastrous choke. I could have stood still and pressed R1. What can you do?
Ah, you. Please, leave me be. It's pathetic, I know, but I need to think. So you know already, do you? Right. It's true. My father cast me out for indulging my emotions, forgetting the mission. Punishment for offing his pawns. Lord Gideon has offered me guidance all my life. I would have done anything for him, to place him on the throne of Elden Lord. And yet though it was not my intent, I betrayed him.
So this is where the stone sword key part is. I feel like I shouldn't use these. I should use them out in the world. But who cares? Yeah, can I get like a little delicious potion like Siegfried gives you? Is that his name? Sigward? Siegfried? Who's the guy from Dark Souls? Assassin's Prayer Book? Cool. What does that do? Nice. Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of NPCs that you could have done. He's a fun fight. He's very like he's very epic. The first arrow shot hits me a lot, but the key is you just have to dash. At some point during the flight of the charged arrows, if you dash, you should be able to get out of the way of them. But they were hitting me a lot at the beginning, which is annoying. But it's a cool fight. Some of the gravity spells, I wasn't really understanding how they were hitting me. Some of them seemed kind of like a little bit confusing, but overall, cool fight. Amazing scenario. I was always looking at that desert, being like, how do I get down there? But then he's like, oh, that's the fight.
Wood.
So this feels like the outfit everybody wears. Isn't this the Radon set? This is what everyone seems to wear. There's so many people with like the really long, incredible hair. So this is very high resistance. No real indication that they give you any sort of offensive ability. He's got a sword and a great bow. See, this is where the sorcery scaling shows again. But the problem is this boosts full moon sorcery. I would love to know which things I have that are full moon sorcery besides her spell. The finest of all glintstone saves. Oh, the full moon dispels all sorcery that touches it. This is what I noticed. When she went into the full moon, I couldn't damage her. And temporarily reduces damage negation for those it strikes. That's really cool. But these are not what to use yet. The problem is whether I dump all my somber smithing stones into this or that other staff that I have currently. So I still don't have the intelligence yet for this. It's 60 and 70 for these two spells. These to spell on the thing. I'm not really feeling like too low on damage currently. But here's the thing. I want to figure out... I mean, I'll just get them. There's no reason not to just get them. Not complicated. So there's two. So you basically span those two spells. Yeah, isn't there a Ronaldo? I don't know. I shouldn't know this, but I was watching Moon stream yesterday, and he was AFK, and so there's a list of all the bosses in the DLC. And it seems like there's like a Renala's Twin Knights fight or something.
Now go fledu.
See, this says 60 now. So I wonder whether I keep going with the... This glintstone sounds a bit specific. Sword sorceries, as far as I know, is just the phalanxes, magic glintblade, and the carrion sword, right? Those are the spells it's enhancing. Those are niche spells. I think the Lusat's one is just better to use, broadly speaking. I assume it affects... I assume it affects glintblade, carrion phalanx, carrion greatsword. Yeah, it makes sense. I wonder if this does damage. The collapsing stars. Pulse casters toward. I'll have to test some of these out. This looks cool. I should have actually maybe dumped some points into faith to use this early. 4 points in faith is not that painful, and then they'll be able to have like a ravening horde. It's probably too late now, but this would have been a cool thing to have in the inventory as like a initiator. In retrospect, that would have been smart. Anyway, so I think I'm probably going to start charging up Lusat's staff now, because that looks quite good. I probably should have done it. I've had it for a little while. I probably should have already done it. And secondly, I got to go get that great rune. I got to go cash in that great rune.
Well, I took you for no matter. Lay out your arm.
So I have a 9, but I don't have a 7 or an 8. Well, can't win them all. Okay, so I'm looking for a Somber Smithing Stone 7. I wonder, can I buy them?
Back already, no matter.
Only 1 and 2. I'm surprised there. I'll have to keep an eye out for them at some of the various merchants. I like that most of the merchants have, Here's what's weird. I offered the bell bearings, but there's no new bell bearing shop 1. So I guess it just expands what she has, but it doesn't seem like anything different. Curious. All right. $240 scaling, S intellect. This is so broken. Yeah. Doesn't seem like much different, but it's not like I remember clearly what was there. Bird tree. Yeah, true. Okay, so next is, let's go cash in this staff. I could, if I want to be a real dork, go everywhere and check out all the merchants to see if they have anything. Oh. He's so strong. I wonder if you can roll within it. Seems like it's a ranged attack. I doubt it's an entire... I doubt it's like an entire contact. I doubt it's an entire collision between him and you. I think it's probably just like the outer range. Maybe I should get in. Maybe I should get in his face a little better next time I fight him. Anyway, what can you do?
Back unusual to this.
Why does this guy have such a weird face?
Have a safe.
That guy's got a nice helmet. What a handsome man. The other thing I wanted to do, okay, from here, the other thing I could do is maybe go back to Radon's festival and see if those dudes are still there. Okay, let's go check out this weird castle. I do have the rune, right? What's collapsing stars? Is that the one I was... Is collapsing stars the one I was thinking about, like the projectiles that pull you in? Pulls toward caster with gravity projectile volley. Let's test that out. Okay. I should use that night comet thing too. Oh god, am I dead? Thomas. Lazy. I watched your content a bit before I messaged you to see if it was worth my time. I think you'd really benefit from hopping in a Discord call with me at some time. I want to help you improve. Oh man. You guys are on YouTube too? I thought YouTube was my safety zone from the shillers. I appreciate the sentiment though. Alright. Let's try that again. Doesn't seem to be that much of like a huge mana cost. Oh. Very bad time to use the meteor. Oh god, these guys are crazy. Is he not dead? How much health does he have left? Gotta keep my shield up. Kyle, keeping the shield up actually was like absolutely critical to me fighting the putrid tree spirit in the War Dead catacomb that's near where Radon's desert is. Like absolutely critical. That guy is so hard, and really, really crazy. How much that like the only way to get through it is to like once in a while sacrifice your whole endurance bar to tank a hit with your shield. The putrid tree spirit is so difficult. I had to basically use like, yeah, I don't know. He has so much health. Okay, how do I get down here? Yeah, it made a huge difference with that guy because there's so much like random damage of him spinning around and stuff. I'm really a huge critic of that fight, just because how much of like his limbs are like in the wall collision detection wise when you're fighting him, and how hard that makes it to read. So sometimes the charge attacks are just so tough to figure out what he's doing. So the shield up like really saved me. In like the attempt that I beat him, it still really, really saved me 3 or 4 times for sure. The other place that's a Divine Tower fall damage is this one up here. I was running around here for like 10 minutes trying to find stuff. Somber Smithing Stone 9? Nice. I'm still looking for 7. Staff's a little ugly, isn't it? Okay. I don't think I've ever been down here before. Am I about to get hit by boulders? What creature do I hear currently? That's just a standard dragon? Yeah, it's just another one of the ones. Hold on. There's loot there in the water. Gravelstone. That's familiar. There's two dragons here. Alright, forget that. Yeah. I found some more of the dragons yesterday. Grail I fought, who was pretty boring. And then I fought the Scarlet Rot one as well. That was scary. Yeah, the decrepit one or whatever it's called. The one that had the Scarlet Rot breath. That was near where I started the zone. That guy was scary. The breath is like so gross looking. Yeah, Exicast or something. Something that was so here's something to consider. Does it matter? I'm sure I don't lose the items for New Game Plus, but does it matter to whether I need to like cash in all those like dragon hearts and everything, or monk incantations or anything to make sure I have it before New Game Plus, or will I be able to keep all that stuff? Is this death? Yeah, it's death. Oh well. Do you like using Scarlet Rot stuff? There's so many cool dragon spells. You don't lose anything? Okay. This is such a funny character. I also think it's funny how like the sheep are chill with the gigantic ravening wolf dinosaurs. It's funny to me. It's like they're capybaras or something. So for all my souls that go back down. Only 3,000 is not going to end my life not to have them. Yeah. This is stressful, but I think it's fun. My souls are down there, but 3,000 means nothing. He should hypothetically be right below me. Oh, I forgot that cave was there. So here's something else I want to figure out. Do I actually have the Remembrance Rune, the Great Rune I got from Radon? And if I do... Okay. They don't say what it gives me. I don't think it's going to be something I can really use. I wonder, something else I've been wondering is the benefit of the Night Comet. I kind of want to just keep using different spells. Just to keep it fresh. And the Night Comet, or just like generally try to use the ones with like the highest intelligence requirements, just to kind of like keep upgrading. I think the Night Comet is like roughly doing similar damage to this Glintstone Comet Shard that's been like my insane workhorse. Please don't push me off, sir. Jesus. This spell is so effective against armored foes. It really, really stuns them quite often. That's pretty close. Wrath? Somebody see Wrath? Yeah. I forget which, what'd you say the other one was? You said the original one, the Godric one is like you said raises all attributes. No, this says raises all attributes, but you had said it mostly increases like your resistances. So does that mean all attributes count? I thought that just kind of meant like the attributes you can raise directly by leveling. I mean, it's not bad to have. I kind of figured I'd save it for later when I have one of them that's better. Whatever. This is a confusing dungeon. Kind of place is kind of like easy to lose your bearings on. All these different stairways. Oh yeah, it's one of the invisible ones. Yeah, it's a good point. Probably better than Star Shower for hitting people. I need to get hit. Plus, there's I think a staff that improves invisibility magics. It's just a little bit too specific. Oh my god, I puckered there. I don't know if I can make this jump. You know who can? My horsey. Oh, that was close. Night Shard. I haven't seen that one yet. Oh, what just happened? I got pushed forward by dismounting there. It's not something I'm used to seeing. Let's do a reevaluation here. One, two, three, four. I still have 6 spell slots, but I have so many now. Carrion Slicer. I bet I wish it sounds like something I wish I could have had earlier. So now I want 2 reactive spells. Let's try Eternal Darkness and Magic Downpour, which is becoming too weak to be that useful, I find. And then a couple of... this is not that useful. Rock Sling Meteorite, Cannon, and Arrow. So what am I missing here that I'd like to use? I want to try that Night Comet. Here it is. Eternal Darkness is pretty specific. I'll equip that when I need it. Yeah, it sounds good. It's just a little niche. I'll just equip it when necessary. So what are my new spells? I have a normal comet now. This is the big dog. That's a big one. Ooh, that's big damage. Does it travel through people? It does, okay. Damn. We got the big dog now. I like that. So slow and large. So great. So when you're like kind of weighing in on what I'm doing in this game, like what are you doing as your like main attention activity? I assume I'm like on the other TV or the side monitor or something? Or phone? Like how are you staying busy? So where are my souls? I actually still have no idea. Must be above me. I think I went up a couple levels, right? So is that the Radon outfit? I got lots of antics. This is something I've been paying attention to a lot during this game, but also specifically all these FromSoft games in general, is I need to sort of like be less heated when I'm fighting bosses. Yeah, this is Lusat Staff. I got up to level 6, but I have no level 7 Somber Smithing Stones. I think I have a level... I know I have a level 9. And I know I have a level 8. I know I have a level 9. I have 2 level 9s. Smithing, crafting, bolstering. So I have a level 8 and a level 9. I did, yeah. But there is no Somber Smithing Stones above +2 or 3 at the Hag Shop. So I'm missing a level 7 Somber Smithing Stone to level up further. After that, I can probably take it to 10. Random miss. Oh, that was a scary jump. I feel like I'm playing Crash Bandicoot. Level 7 are the rare ones? That sucks. I found my mana. Donkey balls. Here's a spell that I kind of forgot to use. I had this for a very long time, but I kind of dismissed it out of hand because it's I needed to put more points into faith. But this would have been like a really nice way to do a charging starter. This would have been a good way to start off as like kind of like I don't have anything like it at all. But this would have been a cool initiator. Maybe now it's a little bit outdated or something, but that would have been a cool thing to put 4 points into faith and use that regularly. Can I make this jump? I think so. Oh, I can't. I can. Oh my god, that was close. So in retrospect, now that I look at it, I should have put 4 points into Fae. Do they do flame damage? I don't know. I don't know how to tell. This just would have been like a nice initiator, as opposed to just doing a big chunk of damage. This thing would be like kind of like a cool thing. The staff is so ugly. But the problem is the Renala staff. If what Kyle says is true, the Renala staff boosts 2 spells in the main game. And then 1 more in the DLC. Sick, man. So cool. So do I want to jump over there? Looks like no. Interesting, okay. Prince of Death Staff, is that DLC or main game? This is, by my like general approach to these kind of games, that would suggest that the one I'm wearing now would appeal to me the most. Main game. 80 faith, oh my god. Fast cast speed actually is probably something that would keep me alive a lot better than this one, but I kind of just need to like learn how to... Something I've realized is how much all my deaths just come from like being too greedy on counterattack opportunities. Radagans. Is that a talisman? I'm pretty sure I don't have that. This one? Radagons? No. These are like things that increase like strength and dexterity and stuff. Radagan is isn't Radagan... No, that's right card. I don't have that. If it's a talisman, I'm not sure where it is. Who's Radagan? There's not a man I recognize. Oh, there's a drop down there. God, please hit this. Yeah, that sounds good. I wonder how I missed that. This is the biggest one at 12,500? Damn. That sounds good. I would have used that for sure. Instead of, I would probably replace that with this one. I'll go back and get that after this. I would definitely take some direction on where that is. If at all possible. I think I'm about to get attacked. I guess I'll do the rune first if there's nothing else to challenge it there. Okay. Check that out. Thank you. Let's find out what this rune let's find out what this great rune gives me. Let's say first off house. Dead end ahead, you liar. Not here. Someone's lying. People are going for me here. Left required ahead. This is so beautiful. This looks like the H.R. Geiger work on like Alien. Like those carved like mythic designs of like the history of things. Look at that guy. That guy's huge. Wow, this is so pretty. Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Kyle, can we get a lore check on what that creature is? I believe it is a alien. I believe that is a nascent facehugger. So this is a down, huh? No idea. Well, you're welcome. We found a gap in your lore knowledge. Oh my god, I'm wearing panties and a wife beater. I'm extremely vulnerable. How do I get down? What are these weird things here? There's a door up there? What are we doing? No, this is where I slit my wrist and I put the blood into this thing and it flows in the middle of the room and then everything progresses from there. How do I get down? Oh, there's a button in the middle. Oh, there's a nipple in the middle I missed. That's embarrassing. Oh, look at that beautiful view of the ant tree. Kyle, one thing that was so shocking, especially yesterday, was just how much experience was like just available to you when you're in Caelid. It was unbelievable. Like the minor Erd Tree Guardian was I think 80,000 souls. Like all the various dragons and stuff you fought, it was like this huge jump up in how many runes you get. It's incredible. I was getting like 2 to 3 levels at a time sometimes. I haven't done that the whole game. Even with like major bosses like Godfrey, I got like 1.5 or something. Very, very high XP area. Very, very high XP area. I made a huge jump. Raises maximum HP, FP, and stamina. That's good. Is that better than all attributes? Not sure, but it's fine. Another dead finger here. Yeah, I don't understand what that's about. Rump ahead? Oh yeah, there's a rump. Yeah, and just generally speaking, I've realized that most of the time I die is just by like being too greedy on my counterattack windows on fights. So like the thing to remind yourself of constantly is to like be a little bit safe and not try to squeeze out more damage than you can survive. So faster casting time really helps with that. And especially also because I have like pretty large amounts of mind. Like I'm trying to like basically keep mind and intelligence roughly similar to each other. Then having like a big amount of output through faster casts and better... Oh god. Better FP scaling. Jesus. This is a nice combo. Many players kill Grail as soon as they start to get an starting jump on levels to make early game easier. You mean that useless dragon on the bridge that did nothing? Flying dragon Grail? Oh no, you mean the big guy who you have to kill the side dragons and each side dragon lowers his health, right? I think he is, yeah. That makes sense. That was like a super XP farm. It was like 80,000 or something. Okay, so this is the only way down. As I was saying, I fought that stupid giant that was... There was like a huge giant with like new abilities I hadn't seen before when I went to here to get the red mane painting. And it took me like 5 or 6 attempts to kill him. And then he gave me like almost nothing for killing him, essentially. What was interesting is that I was experimenting on using Comet versus Rock Sling to attack the feet of the giant. And Comet would do slightly more damage, but Rock Sling would actually break his poise, and I got like 4 different staggers on him. So I think poise gets broken more by physical damage. Did I kill Renala with sword? No, I used summon. I finally upgraded an Ash and used Meteor. And it was really hard. It was really, really crazy hard. Because Meteor is really hard to use on bosses because it's so slow. So I basically had to wait for my like mercenary to knock her down and then channel full meteors. And I just took her down in like 25 seconds and she never casted her summons. So I did phase 1 of Renala with the sword, yeah. And then phase 2, Meteor and lucky like RNG from the Spirit Ashes. It was really hard, man. It was crazy. Crazy. I lost my mind. Okay, should I go to the left or the right? It's like the left is... But yeah, phase 1 I did with the sword and just tried to take as little like book damage as possible. Everything's fine. What about being the guy other people summon? Isn't that the full Elden Ring player? Be the change you want to see in the world? How do I do? I guess I jump there and then jump there, right? Down required to head or jump there, okay. Oh my god. Oh, okay, so I guess it's down. This is spooky. I hate jump. I hate platforming. It's so stressful. There's a guy who became very, very like successful on YouTube. The guy who's called Let Me Solo Her. I'm kind of surprised by that. Does he just like basically, how do you get it so that you only get summoned for Millennia? Do I have to jump on that brazier? I guess I drop down to there? This is sketchy, man. That's a really far fall. Farfalle. Like the pasta. Left is a ledge. So I guess it's down there. Or do I jump on the brazier and then down to the left on the thing under? I guess I'll just... Ooh, this is sketchy, man. This is so sketchy. This is it? What's like a sure shot angle here for me to actually not fuck this up? I think I jump here. Yeah, this is a message. Am I dead? Yeah. Too far. Ugh. I'm looking forward to getting some upgraded robes too. These robes increase your glintstone sorceries. So maybe I build the Queen's robe. So are people who are multiplayer people who are summoned into your games, are they weaker than you are? Is that why it's like a good challenge? That feels good. Oh, my souls are here. How lovely. I mean, good for him. I understand why From Software would celebrate that. Because that's like someone who's espousing the like collaborative nature of the game, you know? So you don't have to jump, you just have to walk off the platform. Whenever I see a message like that, I always think it's like I'm about to do something really annoying. This guy scares me. I don't want anything to do with him. What are we doing? PvP, on the other hand, is a different scaling system that's implemented when you may invade a world or being invaded. Like, so does it, like, scale you to the person's level of who you're invading or being invaded by? So do I want to drop down here? I guess I should check what's going on over here. Does this take you up? Assume this takes you down, right? Oh, up? Okay. Maybe I can now pull this thing back up with a lever and never have to do this again. Platform jumping stresses me out. Never been my, it's never been my forte. Even playing games like Super Mario World, I would usually get wrecked. Especially ice levels. I hate slippy ice levels. Is that a ladder? Oh. I took a gamble that I could... Should I have to do all this over again? I took a gamble that I could run without looking and heal. That was lazy. He like, I don't know if I was a full mana, but he still took my whole bar there. That was lame. Very, very lazy by me there, but pretty quickly. I did just run and then eventually just hope that I could just heal, which is so stupid. I should just look where he is. Pretty simple once you do it. That's the thing with jumping. The first time you do it, it's very frightening. But then after that, not so bad. Oh, I should use the cannon here. I should knock him off. Alright, bud. Try to cheese you like that. Alright. Let's do it again. There's also a hidden scaling mechanic with bosses. Every player NPC summoned in front of the mist gate scales the boss HP up. NPC ashes summoned inside the boss arena don't do that. Interesting. Yeah, the guy's damage is very high, and his health is very high too. I have to bust out a flask here. Outplayed. I got a little MP back there. How much did he give me? I didn't notice. Slow and steady does not in fact win this race. Okay, so do I drop down there? That's where I was before. Is it? Yeah, that's where I was before. If I drop on this, it's going to collapse as well, correct? Geronimo! I like that pickaxe combo people have. It looks badass. Oh, I forgot about the ladder. Right. Ladders for the shortcut? Well, luckily there's a grace here. I'll get that on the way out. How much my levels cost now? Like 52,000? 45,000. They're the same dude? Outplayed kid? These are Rogiers. I'm wearing 3 pieces of Spellblade, and then I'm wearing the Queen's Crown because it gives plus intelligence. But that's something I just think about. I really like how my boots curve upwards and my hat curves in a similar thing. It's they kind of rhyme a little bit. So all 3 of the Rogier's pieces give they improve your glintstone sorceries, and then the helm gives me flat intelligence. Right now, Godskin Apostle. Oops, that hit me. Okay, I'm dead. Being very slow on those instincts there. Where's mine? Yeah, twin blades. Oh, nice move. So this is where I want. Yeah, exactly. My only complaint about my silly little outfit is I look like basically like a bard in like Robin Hood's Merry Men. And these weird colors are like I want like primary colors. You know? Yellows and reds and like leathers. This is not exactly like an intimidating outfit. Oh, this is the guy. Interesting. Should I get my heals? Nice timing. Thomas. Oh dear, that was a bit scary. This guy's a lot of health. That was cool. Oh shit. I'm still in the animation. Did they remove the healing reach? He's not doing it to me. A full outfit. Yeah. Spell parry is like the most efficient ability like in the game. It's crazy. Okay, let's take a look what we just got there. Ooh, smooth skin. There's no note here of any... So it would lower my intelligence. Better defenses. See if any of these pieces have anything. The aristocrats. So it doesn't seem like any of these things give me like attack power buffs. Yeah, that got pretty simple. Does this give me any sort of... Look at that, a full improvement across the board, but fortunately no offensive abilities. Good set though for defenses. I guess I just have things that have very bad defense. Yeah, Kyle giving me the note to get the retaliation shield thing has been like a huge godsend. Crazy. I'm trying to go open up that ladder for, you know, completionist's sake. That's my boy, the half-wolven. Night Comet would be good against these guys, but those guys were not particularly good at dodging more than just a single shot because they kind of stationaried themselves. So they immobilized themselves so often by casting. But yeah, that guy was dodging my first Comet, but the fact that he wouldn't dodge the subsequent ones means that he was like, it's not really worth changing, I think. Comets do so much insane damage. Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, I have 116,000 souls. Cowards. Buffalo Bill if he was a priest. I can't believe I'm still using this hilarious spell. Where'd the guy go? Did he fall off the cliff? That's a lot of souls I just got from that guy. I got like 100,000 souls from that guy, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna check. I'll check the set out in a second. Ooh, that was a little sketchy. Please live. No. Okay. Here's where I lose my souls. Be careful. Slow and steady. So terrible. I'm using my flask. So scared. Oh, I'm so scared. Are they on the stupid thing? Okay, so this should be fine. I'm like terrified. Okay, thank God. My hands are sweating. Does Rock Sling knock these guys backwards or just this one? Bitter nerd. Okay, this should be 2, almost 3 levels. I could also use I could have used this as well. Do I still have it? No, I don't have the I didn't actually use that like spell trap thing. Eternal Darkness, whatever it's called. That would have been cool for that guy too. Kyle, was it you who was saying really early on that the like the Godskin fights really frighten you? Or you have nightmares of them? Yeah, very few illusory walls in this game. Okay, so for whatever, if I had just done that ridiculous thing which means nothing and changes nothing, and had lost my 112,000 souls, I would have been a very sad little boy. Okay, so my level is 45,000. So 45 and then 92. I'll get 2 and see what happens. Yeah, I got a bad hip. So then another 18,000. 18,412. Do that. That was kind of shoddy math. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm going to rush it to 60 at least. And then I'll kind of reevaluate. The breakpoints are 60 and 80 for sorcery scaling. For mind, it's 55 and 60 for some reason. For vigor, it's 40 and 60. I can't imagine there's any other stats I really want. And then for like weapons that have int scaling, the soft caps are 20, 50, and 80. Yeah, so it's an all gas no break to like 60 and 80. Well, 70 is that weapon. 70 is the full moon thing. Yeah, that's a good point. What's my money now? 1,700. Okay, well, that's not the best math I've ever done. Okay, so time to click that thing you said and look where that Raya Lucaria icon is. 30 virtual dexterity. It looks weird. It's like a guy's face. Oh, I remember Kyle saying this actually. Near the debate parlor. Come back to me. Okay, so first off, I'm going to use this really nice natural light we got here. Try on that. Okay, this is what I look like normally, just for everyone to get an eye full of that. Okay, if you want to enjoy that ripped body. So let's get into that Godskin set. Oh, that is... Oh, there's a face on the back. Illuminated by the light of the Ed tree. It looks sick. I just don't see the point of it. I don't understand the point of using cloth stuff. That doesn't boost your offensive stats. Looks, I guess. This looks pretty sick, though. This is the only one that increases your skills. Unfortunately, it has to look terrible. God, he's handsome. Alright, what was I doing here? I was going to Araya Lakaria, to the debate parlor. Head north into the courtyard, make 2 hard rights hugging the building's wall, and jump over the fence. You see a ladder in front of you. Okay. I'm like a jester. Oh. Yeah, I can see how I missed this. Oh, that's it? Okay. Pretty simple. I buffed intel. 57. Those 3 from the talisman and 4 from the hat. Dude, the sacramental bud. Raw. Try attacking, then give up? Okay, I have a funny feeling there's not an illusory wall there. Call me a Mensa genius. I think they're implying there's nothing there. I remember being in there and be like, oh, it's weird that there's an upper level. That's about as much hint as this game will give you. That's so cool. This is so cool. I'm loving that. Thank you, fellas. That was very helpful. This is like possibly like the best possible combination I could have. Oh god, there's 2 of them. You can really tell how much faster it is. It's much snappier. That is so great. Thanks, fellas. And a golden rune. Alright, cool. So... is there anything in this area I wanted to check out or revisit a little bit? Not really, but I will come down here and see what's going on with the festival. So the Queen set, as far as I'm still kind of bothered, I'm still like mind boggled by this. The Queen set in no way outside of the helm increases your offensive output. The only thing that does is Rogier's set. For now. I love this guy's look. The ram chest, this is so cool. Even like you just look at him and you know what he's doing to you. I think he's so cool. This guy's funny. Little pot belly. Is there a 4th guy? No. That dude's gone. I'm going through the thumbnails of the VODs to like make the Elden Ring videos. And there's like one like this that's just so hard not to choose in every single level. Every single VOD almost has some video where you're like running on your horse and there's like this beautiful backdrop of a huge castle or a tree. Like, should I make that the thumbnail? I pretty much always do unless there's a cutscene. This guy. This is the guy from the loading screen.
Brave champion, you have our gratitude. The celebration was spectacular. General Radahn is surely pleased. Festering with rot and crippled by madness.
You're welcome, man.
All he wanted.
It's such a cool fight.
Honorable death.
The comet coming down from the sky.
Finally, I'm no longer bound to this fortress. I have a task in mind. Old business, you could say.
Oh, I've got to go to the place to finish the Renala quest.
If the fates deign it.
Yeah.
Brave champion. It's time. May we meet again.
So that's the thing I thought. According to Josie, there is a mark on the map where the meteor fell, which is the entryway to Nostrok or Nodvok or Nod, whatever it's called. Don't bite me, please.
Strange. There's something else. But the death yet quenches.
Can't see his face. He's too shrouded. This is a very cool character model. Damn. Good yield. Okay, so I don't know where on the map that might be. Have I been to this little mine? I need to go into these mines now to make sure that I have as many somber smithing stones as I can get. I haven't necessarily yet on the map seen where there's a mark. But it was like, we were here, and we fought him, and it like fired over a cliff somewhere. I think Josie was saying it was more west. Maybe it's that? Doesn't look like that's what it would be. Okay, anyway, I gotta go. Whoa. I gotta go south to that little thing, see if I can get some smithing stones. Is there a birdie after me? Oh, there's a new one. Nice. At which point do you start to do these things? It kind of feels like, generally speaking, the best approach in this game, typically speaking, is not to accumulate too many golden runes in all of these games, because they give you so many. Just keep using them. Whenever it gets you to, like, past a level threshold, obviously. Down here. Ah, here we go. Oh, did you? Okay, well, at least it's there. Gael Tunnel. Something like that. Yeah. It's important to have a it's important to have a minimal threat framework. These guys are in my past. All that matters really is not having a regret. You know? I think with having more levels, it allows me to kind of like hit your fantasy better. Umber Smithing Stone 2. I suspect there's not going to be a 7 from what Kyle said. It's hidden behind a boss fight. I remember getting... There's some random boss I fought that gave me like a ton of stuff. It's in the Twitch bio. I think grinding tends to grind out one's enjoyment of a game. It's at least what I find. I still think this is the better one to have equipped. The other one's HP, FP, and stamina. Actually, it's probably better for me, isn't it? I'd never mentioned that before. I feel like I could even like cite, but I feel like there's been a bunch of times I've seen you play a game where you're grinding out stuff and then you don't end up finishing the game. Like that most recent Shining Force playthrough. I feel like there's some other ones recently as well. So it might apply to you too. You just like don't care or like haven't found that to be the case. Oh, I don't remember hearing about that. That makes me think you didn't. You guys hit me with a pickaxe. Okay, now I don't believe you. I beat it so bad. No, Thomas, not me. I do think I've been waiting for... Oh, nice. That's so satisfying. What was I saying? So there's like that Shining Force Central site has like an ongoing Shining Force 3 translation project. And they're like between versions. I don't think it makes a huge difference, but like they're about to release version 25. And they've kind of like been delayed on it. So I'm kind of like to some degree waiting till that comes out so that more of like disc 3 would be like perfectly translated or more better translated. They have like Shining Force 3 is 3 discs, all of which are basically different games with some overlap. And they have like 1.5 of the discs in like finished state, and then 1.5 of the discs in like, I think they have the 3, I think it's finished, playable, and beta. More better, more gooder translation. So I think they have 3 different sets. Parts of it are beta, playable, and finished. Oh, I have this new thing. I got a new torch. How you like that? Now that's a good FP usage. So the next patch would maybe have more of the game change from beta to playable or whatever it is. What percentage is that fully completed? I think it's all of disc 1 and then half of disc 2, if I recall correctly. And then the next part, and then the rest of it is some combination of playable and beta. Yeah. But the whole game is in Japanese, so they have to translate it. Anyway, so I'm kind of waiting for another one of those. Oh. Remember when these guys are strong? Wait, he just murdered me. Wait, no, never mind. Oh. Which of my spells can I cast right now? Oof. I'm not used to the new FP costs. With the faster casting and the higher FP costs, it's like, I think that was like 4 comets. Anyway, so I'm kind of waiting for the next version before I would do Shining Force 3. Although I do think I might actually do Shining Force 3 next. Because I've been waiting for like, I've been thinking about it for a while. But at the same time, Valheim is tempting as well. New thing of Valheim. It's also a nice collaborative game. It'd be nice to have like a kind of community game. Cross Naginata. I bet that's cool. Hello, Blueston. How did your exam go, my friend? This is cool. This is like a Bushido blade weapon. Valheim released their most recent region in May, I think. It's called Ashlands. Like volcanic ashy area. So they released a new region a couple months ago. Which I never knew was largely because Japanese characters take up less memory, allowing more to be said with less. Yeah, it's some combination of the characters take up less memory, but you also only have, like, that box. You know what I mean? Because, like, with Japanese characters, they can say, like, whole sentences. And so you can only really have, in the same amount of characters, you can say so much more, basically. I'm not sure how much of it's actually, like, a memory constraint, and actually how much is, like, you have to put things into the box that's provided to you by the Japanese text. So you have to, like, whatever many characters they use, you have to say the same thing in Japanese. That's so challenging. Especially with, like, those guys, like, from, like, SNES Squaresoft games who get all this criticism. Sometimes they deserve the criticism for doing, like, new age constraints, like saying, like, new age phrases or jokes like that. But part of it's also that, like, you have 14 letters to say what they said. The guy who I fought, the Godskin guy, had the weapon set that I think is really fascinating, which is just using twin blades, generally speaking, seems really cool. Okay, do I want to go under the stairs first? Which cave is this? This is the Gael cave. Down here. Gael tunnel. I'm basically looking for somber smithing stones. I'm not going to get one here, but I need a somber stone level 7. Oh, that was awkward. 81 damage. Oh yeah, because these guys are all covering crystal. I need a somber stone 7 to upgrade my staff. Might have to change my flask allocation around. I'm doing a lot more damage, but my FP drain is very high. I mean, I have 8 and 9. Excuse me. I think I might have a twin blade. Let's review. This is a funny shield, the Visage shield. I think I might have a twin blade. Maybe not. Not rip. Do I have the fast casting staff? I do, yeah. It's this one. Azur's glintstone staff. Kyle was saying that 7 is hidden behind bosses. Let me check my bolstering items. Smithing stone 8. 2 9s, 1 8. I'm out of 6s now. But everything else is fine. Yeah, they're both somber stones. I had to choose between the two of them. I was pretty happy with those choices. This game gives you foul foots and turtlenecks a lot. It's kind of weird. Leave the turtles alone, you fucking Japanese people. Why don't you give me a whale? Why don't you give me like a whale blubber item? I beat Radon yesterday, yeah. I almost beat him in one shot, and I choked it at 1% in the most startling level, in this most startling fashion ever. I basically stood there and looked at him wind up this like Giga Strike, and I tried to roll it, but it's this big AoE, where he pulls you in and then does the overhand smash. So I tried to dodge it, but all I need to do is stand there and just go like this, and I would have beat him. But then I did it in like 6 attempts or 5 attempts, but I choked the first one in a shocking fashion. That guy's got a funky tune. Did you hear that? Does that guy play for Earth, Wind, and Fire? Yeah. Oh yeah, true. I also dismounted from his gravity shot, and that was the reason I wasn't on my horse, so I couldn't get away. I do a lot of like the sweaty finger, click L3 as I'm trying to make a move. Usually, if I press circle to dash on the horse, I also sometimes unconsciously press L3 because my brain doesn't work properly, and I dismount myself. Yeah, exactly. Like Simone Files. My favorite. Okay, so there's a boss back here. You could go to the impact crater and down to Noxtella. Nice. Okay, well that's where I'm going next anyway, so that's good to know. That was called Noxtella? Nokron? Wherever the impact crater is, I gotta find that. Oh nice, beside the boss. How are you doing for money here? 7,000. Pretty light. You're a big red mark on the map. Blueston. You ever think about that? You didn't answer how you did in your exam. Going to Limgrave is like going to Elwyn Forest in World of Warcraft. It's like just really cozy. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Have I been here? Good. I've had a boy. Proud of you. This dog's holding court with the other doggies. The humans have been denying us scraps for too long. Yeah, I know. I saw it on the map. I saw that structure there, and I looked on my map and it said Third Church of America. Yeah, I just thought this might be like a secret cliff or something. So you're doing the reverse rotation? Elden Ring into Dark Souls? Magma worm? That's not good. There's no head. Oh, that was a very bad roll. Jesus. That is terrifying. This is gonna be hard. Ooh, that's cheesy. Wrong flask. Roll! This is not doing that much damage. There's magma everywhere. Mayday, magma, I'm dead. Nope. He's actually doing very little damage. I'm stuck in the lava. I can't fucking move. That guy was doing nothing. Actually, no damage. I got a Dragonheart for that, and Moonveil. Isn't that like the most... I guess I did this pretty late. But isn't that the weapon that gives everyone like the big boner? I got Elden Ring because I had some leftover money and games today are just doo-doo. I wasn't really a Dark Souls gamer. Aren't you like in high school or college or something? Games today are doo-doo? I like your boomer take. I approve of that a lot. Everyone likes this weapon. 18 dexterity, 12 strength. This is the one the guy was using against me. Nice. Sick. I'm not going to go. How much dexterity? I need 6 points in dexterity and 2 points in strength to use this. So what weapon am I using now? The crystal whatever sword? I know what you mean, man. Lore-wise, everyone partaking in Dragon Communion, eating Dragon Hearts to gain Dragon Powers becomes a Magma Worm eventually. Interesting. I like single-player story-type games, too. I used to play a lot of League of Legends and a lot of, like, online games. But I find that, like, you don't really make memories and time passes too too quickly if you play too many online games. They're very easy because they're, like, short little segments to keep playing because it's, like, easy to kind of bounce off them. But, like, I don't think you, like, ever feel like something comes along from it. I feel like I feel more happy. I feel happier with myself if I like finish a one-player game. This is a really random guy to have the Moonveil. What you think? Magma Worm in a deep dark mining tunnel. I'm really glad I found that place. I could have totally forgot about that. Anyway, so I heard a lot of people really like that, but I don't want to play like a katana weeb disgusting int scaling guy. I want to play like the Raceland Gandalf style, be frail and have a staff and just put everything into your spellcasting. The only downside with story games that the Furious is the best one. Yeah. I agree with that. What kind of story games do you mean? Do you kind of mean like Naughty Dog style, like Uncharted, Last of Us style games? Or do you mean kind of like turn-based games? Do you mean like very, very heavy story games like Life is Strange or something? Or like Telltale games? Red Dead, GTA type, yeah. What do you think of Red Dead 2 versus 1? Some people think like Red Dead 2 is like one of the greatest immersive experiences ever. Some people think it's boring. So everyone's been telling me there's a impact crater here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the microscope. I'm going to go to the telescope. I'm going to go to the telescope and find out if that's actually true. Oh, it's in the dark. 14,800 for souls. That's all I got. I can see that boss being kind of hard if you have low health. That guy was just doing no damage to me. It's really weird. Where's the fucking telescope? There it is. My favorite kind of games are what they call immersive sims, I think. Like the Deus Ex of the world. Those kind of games. The ones where it's like a first-person game. But it's not like a first-person shooter. It's more like a first-person kind of like explorer. Those kind of games in many ways are my favorite. Like the most beautiful I find. A lot of times they have really like high-tech Blade Runner style, like futuristic things. Those kind of games are really, really fun the first time. Sometimes with like games like this, or really, really big games, sometimes the first playthrough, you make a lot of mistakes in like your build or your combat thing. And also you explore every single last corner, so it gets a little slow and grindy. I haven't played Fallout 3 or 4. I've played Fallout 1, but I've never played Fallout 3. I've barely played New Vegas. I've started Fallout 3. I've barely played New Vegas. I've never played 4. I mean more like the ones that are... Yeah, Fallout's kind of in that case, but... I think more like... I don't know. It's hard to explain how the games like Deus Ex or like Prey are different, but Deus Ex and the sequel I thought was a really good game. Where's the impact crater? Like, you're going to people's houses and like hacking their computer, like reading about like their secrets and like having different routes of getting into something. An immersive sim is like largely like, how many different ways can you solve a problem? That kind of stuff is really fun to me. Can you hack your way in? Can you be stealthy? Things like that. Okay, I don't see an impact crater. Is it this? No. There's no way it's that. This is a funny area. It's one of those like towers where they're like, these are all the towers where you had to open it and unlock the door with like a secret puzzle. But then that one was like, you just use the horse and get in there. Well, all I can do is start exploring, I guess. It's a mystery. Come on. Yeah, Sea of Thieves looks really fun, generally speaking. I'm not sure how much it has to do. Like, I'm not sure if like that's a game where you have a ton to do with your money, but that is a really great way to spend time with the boys. You guys on me. The thing I noticed of that game was that the big point in which it got really big was when Summit started playing it. Just started messing with people solo. It's a fun thing to do, just torture people, listen to them talk. He would like find some emote pose where he could hide in like baskets and barrels or something, and then he just like mess with people constantly. It's really funny. Okay, I need a high vantage point. Where the star fell after Radon. It's supposed to be like an impact crater, but I don't know where it is. It's supposed to be on my map too, but I don't see it. That's what everyone tells me, but like, where? In Limgrave? Wow, that's I didn't think it went that far. Holy cow. Okay, thank you. Damn. This is like a Watchmen moment. No, I just was looking in the wrong... This wasn't a colorblindness thing. This was like me only looking in Caelid and not coming over here. I saw like that's... I didn't think it streaked that far, that's all. My bad. Completely the wrong province. I am red-green colorblind, yeah. Not like the biggest thing, just like a little bit. It's kind of minor. It's like some kind of hard to say shades if they're like kind of hybrid shades, you know what I mean? Like blue versus purple is kind of hard. Things that are really obvious to other people I have to kind of like look at for a second and kind of think about a little bit. Like if a game's got like, is the trader taking care of Onwards and Nokron then? They go on, I'll catch up. So who did he take care of? Did he kill Selvicus? I need to find a State of Grace. It's a good point. Like if a game has like, if a one-on-one game or like a team game has like blue side versus purple side, it's like, doesn't look exactly that clear to me. It was so bad with my uncle that he had to judge traffic lights by position. Mine's not that bad. Yeah, I do notice the difference with the talisman. It's you're like, they say it's 30 dexterity, but your ability to move is like, here, let's do a test. This is a good one to test. Oops. It's hard to see the difference there. That's slow. I'd say it's like 20% faster. What do you think? Like, it's hard to notice with the sword, but the comet cast looks faster. Okay, so it looks like here's the way. I don't think I can make that jump. Just like random fragments. Yeah, it does that. Look like just kind of jump for that center part. I'd rather be doing this during the daytime. Fair enough, my friend. Why is it always whole? So much potential in Metal Gear Solid 5. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna build up Mother Base with all these dudes. Wait. You're just adding like metal beams and like metal structures and that's it? So much potential. Good sandbox though. Yeah. I can see that. I can see that being, I mean, like, I imagine that's fair. Oh, that helped a lot. There are certain games that you like play when you like are young that like are kind of beyond your brains at that point, but like they still kind of influence you and kind of open your mind up a little bit. A lot of PS1, PS2 games are like that for me. MGS2, like RPGs like Xenogears, those are games where like I have no idea what's going on and I love it. MGS2 for sure is like a pretty big brain game, even if it's like maybe like fake intelligent, it's still intelligent. Pretty good. It's so funny that Kojima by the time, well to be fair, he made Metal Gear 1 and 2 like on 8-bit systems or MSX or whatever. But it's so funny that by the time he got to MGS2, he was already like sick of it and wants to get into like meta games. Like you just made like one of the best, you just made the most revolutionary, disgustingly interesting, fun stealth game ever. And you're already like, all right, time to get into the meta. I mean, he made Metal Gear Solid 3 after that, which is much more like pure and fun. But he was like just constantly, I guess that's sort of like the downside of being like one of those like pretty creative dudes. Is that like, you really just want to make Death Stranding and weird games like that. But generally speaking, like the production story was always like, with every single Metal Gear game, he was like, please get me off this project. I don't want to come back. You guys do it. I want to make something weird. And then they'd all try to make a Metal Gear game, but it's his baby, and it would go to shit. And then Konami be like, come back here and finish the project. Again, time after time after time after time. So it's like partially him and partially Konami. Metal Gear Solid 2 was with a protagonist that wasn't Snake, right? Yeah. You play Snake for the prologue. And then you're playing a pretty boy after that. Who's like the most manipulated, gaslit person in like video game history. Oh. Blob time. Oh god. I'm being blobbed. Yeah, and then like the story is like... The story of Metal Gear Solid 2 is so meta. Constantly. Snake is in Smash Bros. He's pretty fun to play in Smash too. I played Angry Birds on the plane ride to Japan. Fun. Oh, he's got a scorpion stinger? I don't like that. Oh my sweet lord. Oh my god. My mana costs are prohibitive. How many of these dudes are there? Are you alive? What can I target this guy? Yeah. But that's the thing, is that like the pretty boy part and the overly complicated story that is just like so ridiculously complicated in the last bit of Metal Gear Solid 2 offsets the fact that like Metal Gear Solid 2 is one of the best made games in any system ever. Like it was actually they put so much time into it that like it was actually one of those games where like everything is breakable. The physics are like nearly perfect in so many different circumstances. And there's all these things that they did in Metal Gear Solid 2 that like games for like decades afterwards could not do or didn't do. I mean, they still did like fake cameras for mirrors and stuff like that, but like there is very few games that had as interactable. That guy's using the arrow. I like that a lot. There's very few games that were that well made. Spooking me, man. It's cool. You can kind of see they have like an oily sheen on them. Like, you know when you have like an oily pan, you pour water in it? That's what those guys look like. That's a nice texture to have. It's a great game. 1 and 2 are so good. 3 is good too. I find it kind of complicated because I didn't play it when I was young. What's this? I didn't play 3 like when it came out or anything. I played it later. I was like, it's kind of complicated, but it's really fun. And then 4 sucks. 4 is like a lot of people basically say it's like a fan service game where they bring back everyone and do all these things you always wanted. But 4 kind of sucks just because like it's basically like a cutscene game. Snakes in Fortnite? Of course he is. I think everyone's in Fortnite at this point. The only comment I remember you making about Metal Gear Solid when you were playing it was like the cringy flirting Snake was doing with the save point lady and Natasha or Natalia. That's the only thing I remember you saying about it. Snake's a flirt. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 kind of sucks because it's basically just like a cutscene simulator. Some parts of it are okay, but it was the one where a lot of people bought it, but I don't know. I don't think a lot of people really enjoyed it. Heavy cinematic game. Yeah. I like that. Like I thought about. I really like the plot of Metal Gear Solid 1. It's like I think it's like one of like the classic games that era. Also like nailed stealth gameplay so well. That game was so good. All those like mini bosses, really like kind of 80s cartoon feel to it. That's just an amazing game. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 is like, I mean, there's a reason that Video Game Donkey made like 4 Metal Gear Solid 5 videos. It is like one of the most hilarious sandboxes ever. Ever. It's, you can do anything except have like a meaningful gameplay experience. Two-handing ahead, therefore offer two-handing? What are you saying? Yeah, there were so many hours that I played Metal Gear Solid 5. Just like listening to like comedy podcasts or something. Actually just non-stop playing. I love that game. If it isn't miles per hour, Tails himself. I dropped by last night. Your chat, once you added... I dropped by before bed last night. Your chat, once you added, like, the gambling extension, is mayhem. Xbox announced some games coming up. Pretty sure Metal Gear was in there somewhere. Yeah, they're doing... They've already released Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. Or they're about to. So I think that's it. I don't think they're gonna make new Metal Gear games. Yeah, your chat was mayhem. How much money we got? Not much. Did you have fun? Are you having fun playing Sonic? You were playing Sonic 3 when I checked before going to bed. Sonic 2 and 3 are such good games, it's crazy. Night Comet. It's got a nice, like, vaporwave feel to it. Sonic is weird. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Sonic is weird because, like, sometimes you just want to explore a game, but, like, a game like that, you just kind of only want to go fast. And you just run into some spikes or something. So, like, what are you supposed to do when you first play the game? Are you supposed to go fast or are you supposed to go slow? You know what I mean? That's the classic conundrum. It sucks when you're going slow, but if you go fast, you might die. Why? I got some nice new equipment here. I went back on my dear friend's recommendation and I found this, which is hidden in Raya Lucaria Academy. And I upgraded this staff, which is the one that uses extra MP to do more damage. Holy shit, man. I'm fucking blasting people. Yeah, that's fair. I'm just saying, they're weird games, you know what I mean? Like, do you rush or do you not rush playing a Sonic the Hedgehog game? If you don't rush, it's boring and it feels like weird to control. But if you do rush, you rush. Do you still have days off right now? Someone just shot at me. I didn't know. I remember there's 2 Sonic games that came out at once, and one of them was like incredible, apparently. But I didn't play them. He's charging me with a shield. Oh, I did no damage. Oh my god. Do I have any spells left? Yeah. Yeah, I think that was that the one. There was like Sonic Mania and like Sonic something. They both came out, and Sonic Mania was like, this is the best. Ghost, Glovewort, Pickers, Ball Bearing. It's a very complicated word. They were like, this is like the best retro game like ever. Even when I ever saw previews or like clips of the levels, it was crazy how much like original Sonic games it was. I think I need a cheaper spell to spam at people. I think I'm overkilling people a lot. This guy looks cool. Look at that guy. Got the dragon's tooth. Were some of the levels like cheesy? What makes it hard? I mean, I think I know. I think I can figure probably the ways that it's hard. Yeah. I just got the Moon Veil. I mean, I don't think I'll use it, but it's cool to have. Hey, excuse me. Did I set off an alarm or something? Oh my god, I'm mana hungry. I feel like I'm playing an arcane mage circa Wrath of the Lich King. There's a certain point where they remade arcane mages in WoW, where like you used arcane blast, and each one you used did more damage but cost more mana. So you'd have to like use some combination of arcane blast and arcane missiles around your presence of mind proc to choose when to use the free one. It was like this really big brain system. I'm not sure if that's how arcane mages are now, but that was like one of the coolest concepts ever. Around Wrath of the Lich King era, I think WoW kind of like peaked. I mean, I liked it more earlier, and I stopped playing during Wrath of the Lich King because my laptop was shit. But that kind of period where they finally made Destruction Warlocks work in PvE, and they finally made like a lot of different mage builds work, that was like a really sick period. Yeah, I got a bunch of them now. I think I have at least 3 level tiers. Yeah, I got 3. But like, I'm not really sure I need to. But I guess what I would do is either reset for a New Game Plus playthrough, or just build all my stats anew on top of what I have. I'd probably respec for New Game Plus. Yeah, that Ash, I was just about to say, that Ash looks like it's like perfect for me. Just a bunch of thick lads. That's what I need, is like someone to be in the way who's like a chunky lad. That's great. So hold on, this guy's outfit, this is the Radon set, right? The one that you see everybody using for like the history of the entire game. So which of these do I think are like good ashes to use? Is this the one I use now? This is the one I leveled up for Renala. Sorcerers, no. Kindred of Rot, cool. Guy's an archer. This big guy could be nice. 2 soldiers, sword and shield, and then the 2 birdies. Yeah, I can see this being like one of the best ones for me. Sure. Do you have any ideas what we do after Elden Ring? With this and the expansion, I think that's all of like, it's gonna be at least a good chunk of July. I don't have any games planned before Baldur's Gate 3 in September. I think I'll probably play Valheim. There's a racist coming up? Uh-oh. Better get out my... I better bust out my Twitter account. I'll probably play Valheim to kind of make it like a community thing. But I have no plans until Baldur's Gate 3. And patch 7 for Baldur's Gate 3 comes out in September. So I got a while for that one. I'm not sure, honestly. For me, no, I just mean the game. I mean, like, Baldur's Gate 3's, like, 7th patch comes out, which is, like, their final gameplay patch, essentially. And the one where they really, really expand the amount of, like, cinematics for evil endings. Valheim, if you might remember, Valheim is a game that blew up during COVID, around the kind of, like, Among Us era. Which is, like, basically, like, Rust in the Viking Afterlife. Like, building and, like, progression and, like, base building, that kind of thing. It was really, really, really popular about 3 years ago, and they just released like their 2nd major expansion since their release. It was one of those games that was like super viral. Valheim, like $20. Valheim's a great game. It looks like the graphics look like they're 20 years old, but the game is like actually really good. I played it for like, Valheim was my first successful YouTube/Twitch game. Like most of the people who are here, like who I didn't know from before, most of those people who are like people who continue to stick around and say hi to me came from when I played Valheim, because I played like 350 hours last summer and spring, back when I was still in Vancouver. Like actually like a great community, and a really sweet game. Yeah, like the majority of people who like came and stuck around were Valheim people. Where am I going? I had a sick base in Valheim. Yeah, I had a sick base in Valheim, and also the only 2 YouTube videos I made that are like, what are they called? Like evergreen videos are like my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, especially part 1. And then I made a Valheim base tour. No, I just build on my face. My Valheim base tour is my only video with like multiple thousands of views besides the Baldur's Gate 3 part 1. And it's the only one that still gets views like literally every single day. My base is really sick in that game. So I'd keep playing on that. So that way, like, it would just be a couple of weeks. I think. I'm a little burned out from Valheim. When I played so much last year, like, a whole new playthrough, I don't think I can do it again. With all the base building and all those things. I spent, like, hundreds of hours playing the game. If you haven't heard of it, you should really check it out. Oh, here it is, yeah. Oh, it might interest you. It was fun. It's $10, yeah. Is that because of Steam sale? Steam sale ends tomorrow. I can't think of anything. I was looking through it. I can't think of anything to get on Steam sale except for Project Zomboid. This is beautiful. Back here. Love it. This guy's a racist? He's got a Ku Klux Klan helmet? Is that why? Look at that cast time. Oh, clever girl. This guy definitely looks like a racist. I see what you're saying. He's got a flail and a whip. That spell is invisible and they can't see it. I thought that guy's about to lynch me. Jesus Christ. Where'd the slime go? I'm about to get Emmett tilled. Oh, it's raining out. This is nice. Yo, I don't know what the deal is, man. But, like, there's more races coming up. I don't know what the deal is, man. But, like, this has been, let's say, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 10 days of Elden Ring. And like clockwork, it's like every second day I'm miserable and every second day I'm chill. What's happening? Am I just like tired from like playing it every day or something like that? Every second day I'm unhappy, and then the other day I'm like absolutely chilling. So how does that work? I'm not gonna take every second day off the game. Yeah, yesterday I was miserable, and today I'm so calm and relaxed and having a good time, and just enjoying this and like not tired. Every second day is another level tier. Whoa. I don't know why it is. I have not done any inventory crafting of any sort of like anything useful or impactful the entire game. Like nothing. I haven't made anything that I care about except made some raisins for my horse one time and then forgot about it. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, thank you, thank you. Like these kind of things are good. The things that lower your problems. Fire pots, who cares? I used the fire pots for Carrion Manor when the gigantic finger spiders were ruining my life. Throwing knives, don't care. These like consumable magic things, I don't use my weapon. This is actually kind of sick. Boost guarding ability and all damage negation. That's actually wild. Glowstones are kind of useful, but you kind of get them anyway. These don't matter. Arrows don't matter. You can make the foul flits? Oh. Interesting. What, I'm short on 4-toed foul foot. From any? And then this one, that seems kind of good for some circumstances. Yeah, I don't know. Blueston is very excited for the racist coming up. You're grinding on people's feet, you weirdo. Those guys are those. What am I? What am I living in Florida in the turn of the century? Kill innocent birdies. Okay, I'm kind of low on consumables here. Yeah, yeah. Just get Uma Thurman's high heels and drink a champagne shot out of them. I have 2 flasks left. This is not going to go my way. I think I actually have to redo my flask charges now that I have all these things that like boost how much I heal. Oh, there's a little looter over there. I missed the looter. I think I actually have to go back to the gray site, and I think I actually have to redo my flasks. Because I'm doing a ton of damage, but I'm draining my mana so fast now. There's America? Okay, cool. Thank you. Marika. I'm kind of really curious to think what you guys say. Is this big of a racist? Wait. Oh, that was terrible timing. Holy shit. Where's my... Oh god, he's using meteorite on me. Where's my night comet? Oh my god, I'm bad. Mimic Tier? I've heard of this guy. He's me! Oh! Oh, the meteor! That's why he's a racist. You're calling me a racist. Oh, well played, sir. Well played. He's using my own spell against me. Oh, that was fucking close. He uses my exact same spells. Uh-oh. That guy is racist. You should see his text message history. What is that? Lowers your intelligence, increases your arcane. Greatly increases arcane to the detriment of physical attack power. To imitate the imitator is a cunning play indeed. Yes, to imitate the imitator. 8 arcane, that's a lot, right? Yeah. They dug up his social media history. He's ruined. He'll never get a job in this town again. Was there even a Marika, or were you guys just trying to bait me into that? That guy was... Little did that guy know. If he had carry and retaliation as well, that could have been the endless boss fight. Where eventually we'd be using our swords on each other. Imagine he had like perfect parry. Would that be crazy? 12,806. That sounds suspiciously like this exact 12,500. Oh yeah, no, I already used that one. Nope. What did I say? 12,806. That's 10,000. So this, and then 2 of these. I like doing math and try to keep my math knowledge up, but I do find that I lose track once I do like 3 equations in a row. That's the question, Blueston. What you're saying is that you have a great build, but you're bad at the game. The optimized version of you is better than you. So that means that your brain is better than your hands. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That goes into my vault. That goes into my vault of jewels. Oh my god, I did the math wrong. Horrible. I am 106 short. So did I get the mimic tier? Yeah, it's gonna happen. That's gonna happen to all of us. Wait, am I? What is happening? My brain is turning off. This can happen to all of us. Like the AI version of ourselves is gonna outperform us in like the dating market, the messaging market. Our like AI persona will be like our entire public profile, and we're just there for the eating and like sex and stuff and procreating. I think a lot of people, dudes especially, are gonna be kind of relieved by that. You know? Like, we're only there for the biological stuff, and then like some other like big brain takes care of everything for us. We're like, yeah, that's fine. I'll be at home playing Elden Ring for the 34th time. You think dudes are gonna mind that? Dudes aren't gonna mind that at all. %of dudes would be thrilled by that. This is pretty picturesque, isn't it? So Trevor, you wanted to beat these birdies? Well, hopefully we'll still get the normal sloppy toppy from other people who are like also... What did I get from that? Nice. Ooh, a 5er? Not bad. I need the 7. Underground but bird? That's a great question. That's a great point that guy's making. I'm gonna boost that guy's message. That guy smokes weed. Perfectly worded. This is the kind of game where it must have been fun, this game or the DLC, to like play just when it came out. Whenever one of these games came out, to like be able to then... I mean, I'm finally caught up with the series. Whenever there's a new one, it's gotta be multiple birds, unless you think the bird reproduce asexually. I'm now caught up with the whole series, so whenever a new one comes out, I can at least, like, you know, be there for the messages, chat with the community, you know, be one of the dudes leaving stupid messages. Be funny to see the way it was, like, in that first week. No one knows what's going on. To some degree, it was like that a little bit with FF7. Like, you'd have to kind of work a little bit to find, like, information that wasn't, like, AI garbage when you were trying to learn stuff about FF7 Rebirth in the first few weeks. I still took a while to beat it, like 4 weeks. By the end of it, it was a little easier when I was, like, fighting Gilgamesh and stuff. What are we doing? Where are we? Oh yeah, my horsey's back. Do I want to jump over there? Oh, it's these dudes again? These tenacious bastards. So I guess that teleporter might take me to there, right? The fucking Parthenon? Oh, this is where Moog is. The Radon Moog synergy into the expansion, eh? It's exciting. Okay, I want to shoot a big cannon on those guys, but I don't want to kill the deer. Let's assassinate this guy. You forget it. You guys are fine. Those guys are buddies. Those guys are buddies of the deer. I'm not gonna have a Bambi moment here. You know? Like singers. Please stop whatever you're doing. Oh, he tanked that for her. Oh. 4 spells. These are tanky, man. Why'd I do her like that? I didn't like what she was doing. She had some sort of plan for my body. And I didn't like it. Whatever she had planned, it wasn't going to benefit me. Do you understand? The singing was nice, though. Place is pretty chill. Maybe I had the wrong read on them, you know? Maybe we could have been friends. Maybe we could have talked it out. I was jealous of her singing voice. I admit it. That was my actual reasoning. I wish I had been castrated as a child so I could sing like that now. I think it's worth it to be castrated, just to be a nice singer. Not everyone gets to be a nice singer. Since the word is called castrato, does that imply that Italian people did it the most? Oh, it's that stupid wolf again. I guess it could be Latin, but I think it was like I think Latin predates when people did. This is like some Bloodborne level type stuff. I think this is probably one of the things that makes people think the worlds are related. This kind of thing really looks like what the outside of the home base looks like in Bloodborne. That was close. Oh, nice play. It broke my poise through the shield. I should have rolled. Why is it the wrong way? It seems like the right way. I can fight this guy. Smile. Whoa. I have a question. Is my voice like out of sync? I'm supposed to reset this every like 2.5. It's supposed to be like 2 hours. Don't do that. Is my voice out of sync with my picture? It's the reason I switch it all the time. That's how much fun I'm having. 3 hours in. I completely forgot about all my activities. Compare that to how I feel usually. Back here? Ay, mama. Okay, we can vibe on her this time. Let's see a Grace here. My horse, leave me alone. Yeah, a lot of these dudes just seem like chillers, you know? Yeah, me and her are fine. I'm being had. Oh! That was only 2,000 souls? What happened? Another thing that's been super trolled this entire game is that, like, I've never played one of these games and spent less time trying to be at, like, my weight limit. I've been, like, vaguely kind of, like, 56% or something the entire game, and, like, never once put any effort at all into, like, adding more armor or anything. Like, I could have, like, the astrologer set, all this stuff is worthless. It's just cloth for cloth's sake. I put like 2 extra points into vitality, but I could have spent the entire game with like armor pieces on that would have increased my physical negation. I didn't do anything even remotely close to that. Pretty funny. Compared to how I usually always like meticulously keep near. I gotta fight this guy again. I forgot about that. That guy hits so hard, so fast. Oh my sweet lord. Oh, please don't kill me. I'm stuck on the edge. God damn, dude. Ooh, that was close. I thought he was gonna dodge that one too. This guy's a real rascal, you know? A bit unnecessary. Is this gonna open anything up, or is there more? This is like we're getting some real Bloodborne vibes here. The flowery forest, the pillars in the distance. Still don't see this grace site, you stoner. Okay. You know me, love optional bosses. Yeah, but that's just not true. Is it up there? You mean the second singing lady? This is behind the singing lady. There's nothing here. I'm trying to roam you to the lake or something. You mean this over here? Okay, yeah. Look how subtle this is. This behind is like a... Alright, I'm gonna give you partial marks for that one. This whole area? This is a new area? Whoa, what was that? What? That horse came out of that dimension at 100% speed. I leapt off the cliff. That has never once happened before. Did I press X or something to jump? That was insanity. Look, this is normal. So is that new? Should I do the other area first? I feel like I should do the other area first. Like this seems like a new zone, but it also seems like optional. Like this seems like a whole. This seems like a whole nother area. But this feels like I don't even know which way to go first. I know, but like this versus that seem very different. What is a mimic tier? Does it give you an extra buddy who's just like you for fights? A second Thomas? My dream? Can I date him? Can I get a girl version so it's not weird? I don't even remember what question you're answering at this point. Okay. Fucking rock? That was so annoying. Holy. Thank you. That guy just didn't decide to leave. Doesn't look reachable for now. That's reachable. Man, this place is big. Nice job, dumbass. I don't think I can get up here. Does that guy have the trick of it, or is this just like a failed attempt? This looks like some way I'm gonna die. Yeah. Just like him. I call that guy a dumbass. Hardcore karma. It's fine. The state of America, I've never seen a statue of America have this kind of like range before. It's like the entire region. At this point, like 50% of the guys I see pass by. There's one. At this point, 50% of the people I see on my ghosts pass by are wearing the Radon set. Literally 50%. Okay, that opened up. I couldn't read what the message said. Powers of something, or something opened, or I couldn't read what they said. Yeah, I know I did it, but like where? It opened up. Here, maybe? How do I get my souls back? There's a dude in there. Should I go here? Rip. I think this might be not a horse jump thing. Or it may not be a platforming possibility at all. Go to the big staircase. Yeah, they're all lit now. Oh, it's another one of these things. Right. Yeah, I did the other one. I forget what the boss was, though. Oh, where are you taking me this time? Who was it last time? I flashed too early. Oh, this guy again. Oh. Oh, the heel bait. I like that. Oh, Oh, it's not good. I get a remembrance for that? That guy's in the same... That guy's in the same league as those other guys? That's twice I fought those guys. I'm not even like clear what damage they do to me. It's very little. Sorry, bud. That's twice now I fought those guys where like they barely do damage to me. Look at this tubby fellow. Look at this tubby fellow. Big boar. That's a big boar. Alright, cool. Okay, thank you for your help. Hope you're doing well. You take care out there. Don't let anyone do any funny business to you while you're sleeping, okay? Got it? Good. Okay, there's a bunch of people singing over here by like this weird beast. Let's deal with that. Oh, it's the Hallowhorn thing? These guys are doing some like Aka stuff. $24,000 souls. Gonna lose that to jumping. Thanks a lot, horse. Thanks for nothing. Stupid horse. Actually, I might need the horse for this. I take it back. I don't need the horse for this, but why not? Friend or foe? It's like foe. It's fine. Still no head. ... Ancestral infant's head. That's cool. That's what that guy was just using on me. Alright. How do I get out of here? Okay. So I should probably start for lunch soon. Seems like good a time as any. 1:46. Whenever you bring it up, you're not hungry then, but you will be hungry soon. I guess I'll do that now. Alright. Well, I'll be back in like half an hour. Onward and upward.